Hey everyone, Optimus Wilbur here. Yeah, it's been a minute. So, getting back in the swing of things, quick change of plan from the Generation 1 Scorponok upgrade kit. I decided, let's come back and bring a bot that it's quite high in the list for me as favourites. Not in this mode, but in general. And that is of course Power the Prime's Optimus Prime, but this is also a Toyhax decal review as well. The bot is fantastic, absolutely fantastic. The truck is the only thing in my opinion that lets it down, just purely because I'm so used to Prime being flushed out. But at the same time as well, this was a fantastic version of what, say, the Power Masters Prime or the God Ginrai Titans Return version could have been. That's where it kind of wins back points for me. But to let you see some of the decals, let's start off from the side. So what the decals do is extend that silver panel coming across, add a nice bit of chrome here, new decal up there, and let's give those wheels just that extra bit of attention. The shell shaded windows I love. I really do wish Toyhax went back to them. I know they're going down a different route. Over the last while where I've not been making the videos I've been doing, just Toyhaxes when they've been here, they've changed it and it's not that look anymore, and I really do miss this look. One of the things we enjoyed with likes of that Prime Wars trilogy, whatever you want to call it, they started bringing back the decals, albeit not the best quality. And this one was up there with not the best quality. So Toyhax have now brought back in better decals to cover all that side panelling up and extend it as well. That's the one thing I do really like about it, and it does finish the cab off compared to when you see the top of it. It is very hollow, and it's purely because of transformation purposes. Back of the wheels have been done, and if we turn around here, nice little registration plate, and it just tidies everything up with the lights as well. Turning to the front of Prime, again, windows are all shell shaded, and we've got lights plus chrome at the front, license plate Prime. This is the only time I've actually didn't put anything else on it, in the sense of, like some other bots, I've always put on something like the hint to the Japanese character. Like my Optimus Prime Air Fries has got Prime on it, but it's also got Convoy. This is the only time I've never done it, so I just left this as purely Optimus Prime. But of course, that is not the main thing with this bot. The main thing was when you transformed it, it combined together, and now you can see where everything's hollow up here. The decals are badly needed, and I'll go over that when it's basically in Optimus Prime mode. There's a lot of grey, and the decals bring a lot of red, and a nice little Easter egg which I really do appreciate. So let's get Orion Pax transformed first and check him out with his decals. Hey everyone, if you want to follow me in any social media links, Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, Twitter, check out the description box below. All links are there. If you want to support the channel, there is links for Teespring and of course my Patreon, where you get the videos early before they're live on YouTube, and link your Discord name because that also gets you in the Patreon Discord. So let's continue the video. Here is Orion Pax. Now, I'm going to be really honest with you, I don't really want to move him, and I'll show you why when I do. He's not the greatest at moving about. He is very weak in the legs in my version, and that's how I'm just going to keep him still just now. But I did have to remove some of the decals that were originally on him to place the new ones that went on him, and they're quite nice in the sense if you're looking at it in the way. Well, he wasn't really an Autobot yet. If you go back through the lore, he wasn't an Autobot until he became Optimus Prime. I know the War for Cybertron game kind of changed that a little bit, but let's go back to the standard lore, okay? So, nice shell shade up here in the gold coming across. Zoom in the leg, take away that horrible grey, we've got nice chrome. And at the feet, nice little decals here just to tidy everything up. They never went overboard here, for Orion, and it was nice. I think that was the best way to do it when a lot of it went into Optimus Prime. The reason he's quite a bit wobbly, he has got a bit of a backpack, but there's nothing we could do about that. I guess just the way the transformation went and it goes into the Optimus Prime mode, you've got to hide everything somewhere. It doesn't bother me because this bot for the last year has been in Optimus Prime mode. That's right, I've had it for a year, I've sat on it for so long, and I think now it's time bringing some of these figures back. Now we're at the end of Kingdom, and we're going into Legacy. A few of the Legacy bots does not interest me. There's one I've pre-ordered, which is of course Laser Prime, but I'd rather show off some of the other stuff I've got. Now, with that being done, we need to get into Optimus Prime, and that's where the trailer comes in. This, for transformation, can be a bit of a nightmare, and the reason is, if I just zoom back out and sharpen up, it's a bit finicky with all the panels. The easiest way I found to do it, come up the top, start there, just split in the middle, and just slowly take panels apart. Now you can see everything starting to break. Let the ones go first, and that's you got that. There you go, everything's released. The arms can be a bit of a tricky nightmare, so we'll get them out of the way. Arms are away, just straighten those legs up. Come to the feet, stretch them out, and it's just collapsing in on itself. So I've done this leg, so let's do this leg. So what you've got to do, straighten this part out, good couple of clicks in it, fold this part down, twist round, fold in like that, move that leg, and there you go, sorted. And he will stand when he wants to. Arms can be a bit of a nightmare, so what you've got to do is bring them back here, rotate them up, and bring them down like this. Close that part, bring this down, fold that up, fold that in there, put that there. Come to the back, and you've got an exhaust. So same again, close it in, rotate up, down, close, fold that part in, and there you go. So there's the main body of Prime. Get that last exhaust up, and it's like the Rodimus Prime. It's just basically like a holder for the main body. But that looks awesome. That is an awesome looking Prime, and it's the decals when I go over them. Finally fixes it, and that was the issue I had. I hated just the plain grey arms. I'm used to Prime with red, and going with the red is really nice. So now it's time for Orion. So let's take the body out of the way. So with Orion, bring down the chest and the head, bring up Prime's head. You need a good set of nails for this. There you go, that's that. Put the head in there, close up. Come to the hands, twist the arm round, so it's going that way. Fold the hand, and close like that. Do it for this one, we'll close the hand first. And there we go. The legs! Fold down the feet. Okay. Twist them round and basically bring them up like so. Now there's little tabs there and they can clip in to secure just on the middle. And there you go. We have Prime ready. Bring over the body, just turn it round. Now there's a clip here to release it, but all you're doing is just sliding it in, it locks completely into place. Then what you get is this fantastic looking Optimus Prime. That to me, if I can get him to stand, that to me is incredible. That is an incredible Optimus Prime. The amount of detail is fantastic, and it really does justice now when I go over the decals. So let's start with that. We're going to go with the arms before I go with everything else. If I turn it round now, with this guy, that part's all grey, and what it does, it gives you decals to cover up the top with the red here, the chrome, and red in here with a little communicator, and that breaks up the grey. That was the one point I hated, but the thing I do love is that little decal there on the hand, and I'm going to show it on screen. One of the box arts from the 80s toy line, and I think some of the reissues had it, Prime's got an Autobot symbol on his hand, so that's a lovely little Easter egg. Bring it back round. Traditional double symbols, because he's in this mode. Nice black decal here with the yellow in here. Again, traditional with the toys. And if I straighten them up, just get them stand okay. Got chrome grille with that nice yellow here. Coming down, chrome in the legs, it goes all the way around. Traditional decals you see all the time in the Prime bots there, and chrome coming down here, and at the bottom nice little decals in there. So it just doesn't stop there with this Prime. They get two pistols basically for Orion, but they're fused together. And there's his rifle, so let's put that on. And then of course is the double chest. What do I mean by that? So come up here, open up without unpegging the wheels, and you can see the chest. You open it up there again and secure in there is the matrix of leadership. That is the only thing I hate. I hate you've got to go through two chest pieces to get to that, but it is pretty cool. The guy is very poseable, and he's great height with the Power of the Prime's Rodimus Prime, which I done a review like a year and a half ago with the Toyhax decals, and he's a bit of a nightmare to transform. Prime isn't. Prime looks complicated, but he really isn't. He's actually really straightforward. The detail is fantastic. Great bot. He is hard to find now. This one I had to order from Japan to get it shipped over to Scotland. It was impossible to get. Absolutely impossible, but I'm over the moon I finally got it. When you look back at that Prime Wars trilogy, whatever you want to call it, this is the best one. The Titans Return one was okay, but it was mostly we wanted the Power Master God Ginrai. This is a better Power Master. This should have been the Power Master version, but we waited till Powers of the Prime got it. The Combiner Wars version was so-so. It was a gimmick. That really all it was. It was just a gimmick, which is going to be starting in a video soon with its combination and decals as well. But overall, the decals really make up for the lack of colour on this bot. Down the arms mostly, which is badly needed. Again, it's personal preference if you want a decal. I always will leave a link to the Toyhax website if you're looking for this. If you can, and it's a big if you can get them at a reasonable price, if you don't have this bot, definitely pick it up. You would not be disappointed in this. I think this, before we went into the iteration of the War for Cybertron trilogy with the Air Fries and Siege, Kingdom was a repaint. Well, not a repaint, it was just a repackaging, basically, and charge an extra $4. This was a great Prime, and that's why it's one of the favourites. It's like the list of Jericho's moves. Like, if you go through the list of like favourite Optimus Primes, I'd imagine a lot of people's got this one up here, but mostly robot mode. The truck mode, like I said, there's things that are cool that can harken back to the Power Master Prime, or God Ginrai, but the overall look of like the hollowness of the like the actual truck can put some people off, but when it's in this mould, it's fantastic. It's great to look at. It's brilliant next to Power Prime's Rodimus Prime, and it's even better standing next to the Power Master God Ginrai Titans Returns version when that is completely combined with the armour. So, guys, thank you for waiting patiently for me. I'm happy to say I'm back. And again, thank you to the Patreons, Danny Dolphin, Ninja Bill Reviews, and Grub Gun. Up next, G1 Scorponok with Toyhax upgrades. See you all then, Transformer fans. Thank you for everyone to tune in today's video. If you want to make Baby Grimlock happy, why not hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. All new videos are always coming right here in Optimus Wilbur Reviews. If you'd like to follow me in any of my social media links, all the descriptions are in the description box below. And of course, as always, I cannot stress this enough, I wish to thank Cybertronic Spree for allowing me to use their song Cybertronic Warrior as the theme of this channel. Guys, this is an incredible band that does incredible covers, and recently just done an amazing album of the Transformers 1986 movie soundtrack. Please follow them and all their social media links. I have every description in the description box below. Please check them out, and as always, Transformer fans, till all are one.